Hey everyone, hope you're having a great week. Just wanted to hop on here and do a quick little video for you. I just felt compelled after reading this one article got forwarded to me. There's two things in our lives that they say are inevitable, right? There's one is death. Unfortunately, that is true. And the second one is taxes. And something that was supposed to be temporary now is something that's just part of our daily lives. Taxes, whether it be state, local, federal, gas, cigarette, not that I smoke, but a whole host of things. But so in our lives, I think we're all trying to strive for control. Like, what can we control that we can get some certainty that's within our grasp to do something about? And as it relates to death, at least we can hopefully give us the highest chance of living longest. We can exercise, eat right, keep our minds mentally stimulated. So there are things that we can do to at least give us a fighting chance to prolong and live a happy and hopefully joyful life. As it relates to taxes, I think this day and age, I think most people would argue it's out of control, right? We don't know. We don't control. The IRS sets these rates, and there's a whole host of complicated rules on how you pay taxes. But the interesting part is that the tax code, although fairly large, I don't know, kind of equate to like the old yellow pages, only a small fraction of that tax code represents what you have to pay in taxes. The rest is sort of a GPS to tell you where not to pay taxes. And the article that got sent to me recently was about the Biden tax plan. If he gets in office, this is the plan that he's put forth. Some key aspects of it that are quite alarming and could be problematic for a whole host of people. I mean, obviously, one of the biggest things is he was going to roll back the taxes that were put in through the Trump administration and put them back to the Obama tax rates. And today we're right about around 9 to 20% reduced tax rates from the Obama tax rates. So that you'll see potentially that happening sooner than later if Biden gets elected. And there are a whole host of other things that are likely going to be addressed, or at least tried to. Some being the capital gains tax rates to be rocketed up to nearly 40%. There's ideas of removing the step up in basis of assets that have a lot of capital gain. So you couldn't pass those on to the next generation and get a step up in basis of your asset. So get taxed on that. The AMT, the alternative minimum tax, is coming back potentially and hitting millions and millions of people to use it. They have to use a different tax calculation and pay more taxes. So it's just a crazy sort of world with taxes. So, and with the likelihood of more revenue needed to fund social programs and our debt within the country continuing to grow with deficits, I think everyone that I talk to, including CPAs, expect the tax rates to go up, regardless of what happens with Biden or whoever comes into office. That taxes are going up. So the question is, what do you do about it? What can you do now? What can you take control today? And it takes a little effort to explore them. There are ways. Some people feel hamstrung, and the reason I have an iceberg on here because that's what a CPA equated this to. People are going to run right into this iceberg. They think it's small, but it's actually massive. And it could take away so much wealth that people have built up and done the right thing. And now we're running into it. And unfortunately, for those who are not going to take action and do something about it, they're going to unfortunately have to suffer the consequences of what that looks like. And nobody knows. And I hope it's not as bad as that. But what if it is? And a lot of wealth can be taken away and unnecessarily, because you can do stuff now with it. Consider Roth options, consider investments that are tax advantage, whether it be real assets like real estate or businesses. So there's a lot of things to consider, but you have to think about from your perspective and your situation and what might be right for you, but it requires taking some action. And that comes with responsibility and sort of effort. And so it depends on where you are in your life and where you want to take your finances so that you can keep more of it, use more of it, save, and certainly if desired, pass it on to the next generation. And so just wanted to hop on here, and I'll put the the article in this post here, so you see it and take a read it. And certainly, if you ever want to chat about options, I'm always free to chat. Have a great rest of the day and enjoy the weekend. And hopefully, this is helpful for you and gives you at least food for thought and get you downloaded to see where you can take more control of your finances and ensure that you get to enjoy more of it for the things that matter most. Take care.